Hey guys, it's Simply Obsessed. Welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video, which is a speed build for a clean eco lifestyle container home that drove me nuts. Today's build is for a container home using a lot of items from the brand new eco lifestyle expansion pack. I was super excited about starting this build. I was on Pinterest looking at inspiration. I was watching other people's videos trying to get some inspiration and try to figure out some tips and tricks and things that I could use for this build. And my oh my, nothing that I had in mind worked out. It took me a minute to come up with this little house. I don't know what it was, but just things weren't working out the way I wanted them to. I originally wanted this to be a tiny residency lot, meaning that it would have 100 tiles or less, but that did not work out. No matter what I did, no matter how much I took off, things just didn't look right and the count would still be over 100. So yeah, this build was pretty frustrating, but I'm happy with the end result. I'm glad that I pushed through. I want to be a better builder, and the only way to improve is to keep building, even when you're frustrated and you want to quit and you don't understand why things aren't looking right. I hope that you guys think this build looks right. If you want to add it to your gameplay, the description box below has the link that will take you to the gallery posting. So if you want to add it, just check out the description box and you'll find the link that will take you directly to the gallery posting. This home has an open concept. It's 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. It's valued at a little over 32,000 simoleons. So it's not a super expensive house, but it's pretty pricey. It's for, it's not an expensive house, but it's too pricey to be considered a starter home, which is something I wanted it to be. Another idea that I just had to scrap. But I like this house. I think it's really clean, and I won't say modern. The exterior is modern, but it's really clean. I think it's chic. It's somewhat modern. I love the build items that came with eco lifestyle. They are so pretty. I love having solar panels. I love the plants that you see on the front of the house. I love the doors. Oh my goodness, I love the large sliding screen doors. I didn't use them for this build, but I just love the bits and pieces that came with eco lifestyle. I wasn't excited about this pack in the beginning. In my mind, I thought it should have been a game pack, but just looking at the build by items alone and how nice and fancy they are and how they can elevate a build, I have to say I'm pretty excited about eco lifestyle. I'm really happy because there's so many things that you can build now. You can have proper solar panels and you can have these large sliding glass doors. Like, yeah, I'm just excited. I know I'm not the best builder. That's one of my goals. I want to improve, but I just love the things that were included with eco lifestyle. So let's see. Let me go ahead and actually talk about what I'm doing in this house. So this house has an open concept, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Almost forgot to add the bathroom. Had to throw it in there and figure out a space for it a little later. But I like the hardwood floors. I like the wallpaper that was used. I think they go so well together. I like the bed and the rugs and everything that I use. They're all eco lifestyle. When starting this build, like I said, I was a little frustrated, but I like this layout. It's an L shape, which is something that I worked with before, and I think that gave me a little bit of confidence, just working with the layout that I worked with before. You have a nice little entryway that has some artwork from eco lifestyle. I paired it with the chair or the sofa that came with Tiny Living. I would have liked for this to be a base game Tiny Living eco lifestyle build, but that just didn't work out. All the plans I had just did not work out, but at the end of the day, I'm happy with this build. I love the kitchen. This was the easiest, quickest kitchen I have ever made. Now this build gave me some trouble, but this is the quickest kitchen I've ever made, and I think it works. You didn't really need too much. I was thinking about using a mini fridge, but I just did away with that idea. I was going to use the seating from Tiny Living, but I wanted to do something a little different. So what I did was I took a dining room table and I stuck it under the counter to create this, I think it's called called, what is the technical term? I watch a lot of HGTV, so I should know this. I think it's called like a waterfall counter. Don't quote me on that. I think I just said the wrong thing. But I took a dining room table and I stuck it under the counter so it looks like there's levels there, and I just thought it looked really fancy and different. Really proud of that kitchen. The counters are base game. The stove and sink and fridge are base game. The dining room table is from Eco Lifestyle. The chairs are from Eco Lifestyle. That gorgeous wallpaper is from Eco Lifestyle. After working on the kitchen, I worked on the little sleeping area, and that's when I realized I didn't have a bathroom, so I had to cut out a little corner to add a bathroom. The bedding, lamp, and rug that you see are all Eco Lifestyle. I hope I've said Eco Lifestyle throughout this video, because a part of me wants to call this pack Eco Living, and I know that's not the name, so forgive me if I've said Eco Living at any point. But the bed, the rug, the lights are Eco Lifestyle. The wallpaper's Eco Lifestyle. I love those lights. It's really fun. You can come up with some pretty clever designs with those lights. So I chose colors that were on the bedding because I felt like it would make it mesh well. The dresser is Tiny Living. The end table is almost said Eco Living, Eco Lifestyle. I just like that little corner of the house. My favorite part of the house has to be the kitchen, because I've never designed a kitchen that quickly and I think it looks pretty good. But I love the lighting in the bed area. For the sim that I had in mind, the sim that I pictured calling this place home, I imagine them being somewhat of a minimalist. They like to have a clean home. They don't like too much clutter. They don't like too much going on. So I did want to keep this home clean, not too cluttered, but I don't think it's decluttered enough to technically be considered minimalist. I don't know, it's minimalist for me because I like to throw in clutter everywhere, but I think it works. I just imagine the sim living here being into going green and wanting to have their own garden and into clean, chic spaces, and they don't buy more than they need and they don't have a lot of extra crap laying around. So I hope that I portrayed that well throughout this build. Here I am working on the little entryway. So the walls for the entryway, I wanted to have more of that container feel on the inside, so I used the same container wallpaper that's on the outside and place it inside. Something that bugs me is that the color is different. On the outside, the white container wall looks like it's kind of tan, kind of yellow, but when you bring it in, it actually looks white. That really bugs me. Like when it comes to wallpaper and certain little bits and pieces that you'll find throughout the game, I hate when it looks a certain color in certain light, and then when you bring it in, it's not the same thing, or if it's under a light. Like for instance, if you'll have an overhead light and you'll have a counter right under it, the color looks off, but then if you move the counter like 2 spaces to the left or to the right, it looks different. I don't know. It's just something that bugs me. It is what it is. Here I'm creating a little sitting area, little comfort section. I was kind of debating whether or not I should do this because, like I said, the person that lives here is really into minimalism in a way, and I wasn't sure if that type of person would want a TV, if they would want a little shelf with books, but I wanted to do something with that space, so I created a little tiny section with the chairs and the TV. I love that vintage TV that came with Eco Lifestyle. It's so cute. I did size it up though, just to fill in some of the space. So yeah, I did fill in that little area. At one point I was considering adding a fireplace, but I read the description and it said that the flooring, well, I read the description for the flooring and it said that it was not very fire resistant, and I would hate to have this huge fireplace there and then the Sims that move in end up dying in a fire. That would just that would really suck. So I avoided adding the fireplace, but it will look really nice. It's a good thing we have firefighters now, but still I wouldn't want to be the reason why someone's Sims die in like the first 15 minutes of gameplay because I decided to use hardwood floors and then have this really humongous fireplace in the middle of all of that. Let's see. Here I'm working on the outside, the backyard area. It's not really super fancy. I have 2 seating areas. There is a barbecue new setup that came from Island Living. I love it because it looks upcycled. It looks like an old oil barrel. I think that's what that is, and it has the grate on top. So I thought that was it. Wait, is that Eco? What is wait. Is that Island Living or is that another pack? Don't quote me on that. But I used it because it looked really cool and it looks kind of upcycled, and I just like the vibe. I add some of the plants that are in the front to the rear of the house. I add an umbrella so your Sims can be in the shade. I added the what is that word? Is it called hydroponic? Or hydrophonic. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know the word, but I added the new planter boxes that have water coming out of them in the back, so the sim that lives here can have a little gardening space. I added the Birdie's Bee box. I added I don't know what the name of the new box is that came with Eco Lifestyle, but it's a box that allows you to have grubs and crickets and stuff. So I added a couple of those, and yeah, voila, that's pretty much it for this build. Took me a minute. Had a bit of a moment getting started, but at the end of the day, I love it, and I hope that you guys like it too. Looks like we're approaching the end of this video. So before I go, I want you to know that I love and appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for checking out today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big old thumbs up and share it with your friends if you think they might like this eco lifestyle container home of mine. If you want to add it to your gameplay, take a peek in that description box and you'll find a link that will take you directly to the gallery posting. And yeah, I love you guys. You guys are amazing, and I will talk to you beautiful, spectacular, super amazing, just awesome sauce beings in my next video. Bye guys.